Hello, David Geip here, Arctic Metalworks. We're here in Corona, California, one of my customers' houses. This is a customer that has an extremely highly valuable collection, probably the most valuable collection I've ever seen. We had Iron Wine Cellars do the racking for us, and we built this entire cellar. We came in after we built the house, we tore all the drywall off, we did a spray foam insulation, and then we re-drywalled the whole thing, painted it all for him. During the time when it was in rough, we added the refrigeration line set to the outdoor location. We'll get into that in a minute. We had to tear a brand new home apart to put this in. So it basically seals the room up like a thermos is what you want. You don't want any air leaks whatsoever, because at 55 degrees, moisture is trying to intrude the room like wildfire. And if you don't have a good vapor barrier, what it will do is it will saturate your insulation and grow mold. And you'll have mold in your walls and microbial growth everywhere. The most important thing with your wine cellar is your vapor barrier and how the integrity in which it was installed. So we solved that problem for him with the spray foam. Spray foam is a much superior form of insulation because it does your vapor barrier and your insulation all in one package. So when you spray foam, there's no need for a vapor barrier. It also makes your wine cellar much quieter. You can see there's a bit of a sound to the wine cellar. The wine with the spray foam, you shut the door, it's like goodbye sound. Really, really good. Because you gotta remember, this fills up like a glass of water. The cold air fills up like a glass of water. The pressure at the bottom of the door is greater than at the top of the door. It's heavy. Cold air is heavy. So it's pushing down at the very bottom seal. So your bottom seal of the door is the most critical thing that you can have. We have two thermostats here, one for the primary, one for the secondary refrigeration system. This one has a backup system on it because of the extremely high value of his wine. Completely two independent systems. So if one goes down, the other one just redundancy. Temperatures on the thermostat set a few degrees apart. So if the one thermostat doesn't reach temperature accordingly, the second will automatically come in and keep it at, I think he has it at 59. Has it set at 55, the primary, and if it gets to 59, secondary comes in and keeps everything happy. We use Copeland condensing units. This is norm in all of America. All of your commercial refrigeration supply houses carry all this equipment on the shelf. If you ever have a problem, it's a small drive away to get the part to fix it. And we are, of course, a service company. We have boots on the ground every day doing service, refrigeration. We don't do just wine cellars, we do all kinds of refrigeration. So we are service-oriented primary. Well, a split system is refrigeration 101. Anything else you do that may be anything less than a split system is a toy compared to what we do. And they work good for certain application. You don't have extremely valuable collection and it's a very small cellar. We're commercial refrigeration contractors. We're not wine cellar per se. We sub out the prettiness. We are refrigeration 101. But we'll get it all done for you if you need it, and we'll get it done right. You can be sure of that. But we are refrigeration 101. As you can see, here's both of our systems for primary and secondary redundancy systems on this wine cellar that we were just visiting inside. You can see both umbilicals going into the wine cellar through the wall here. It's just a straight through the wall setup, and primary and secondary systems are here. This one here does most of the work all the time unless it fails, and then we have a secondary that will start up and pick up the slack if it reaches 59 degrees. This is the part that removes the heat from the wine cellar. Basically, it just gulps the heat out in sections until the temperature reaches the set point on the thermostat. At that point there, it will turn off the solenoid valve, causing the outdoor unit to go into what we call a pump down. And when it goes into a pump down, the pressure control will sense the drop in pressure and turn it off and rest until the solenoid is reopened. When that happens, the thermostat says it's time to do so. Outdoor is always the optimum location, but the fact that the horsepower is so slow, so minimal, the garage is so huge, it's okay. Asked what their budget was, first of all. Then I would start just trying to brief them on the type of construction and the vapor intrusion that's prominent on any 55-degree environment. Anytime anything is 55 degrees, moisture wants to intrude. So I basically brief them on how we have to stop that and how critical it is that they have, because mold in your structure of your home, as we all know, is intolerable. We can't have it, period. So I will make sure that never happens if I'm on board. So the first thing I'll brief them on that. And then I'll basically say, where is a tolerable place to put an outdoor condensing unit? You know, your neighbor's gonna complain. How close is your next neighbor? Of course, that'll be obvious, but we try and usually put the condensing unit, the outdoor unit that makes heat, near the air conditioning equipment if it's available, hopefully. An exterior wall on your wine cellar is extremely valuable because we don't have to tear off any ceiling drywall to try and get a line set to an outdoor location. If we can just punch through the hole on the outside of the house and go down and put a condensing unit, that's optimum. That's what we usually do 90% of the time. Occasionally we'll run into a hiccup where we can't do that and we got to jump through hoops. We're there to do that if need be. Anything red, you don't want to try and age a white wine. You just want to drink it. So your only goal we have in the wine cellar is to age red wine. 5 degrees optimum aging temperature. Some guys like 50. I've known some people that want 50 degrees. Very, very, very smart wine people have asked for that. If you want it, I can give it to you. I don't know the reason for that yet, but there are some guys out there that feel that 50 is better. Probably 3 weeks on this one. We had to do everything, tear the drywall off. It was a lot of work on this one.